Gratitude is not a polite whisper to the heavens. It is a divine command, a sound that shakes invisible realms and summons wealth from the unseen. The soul that forgets gratitude forgets its crown. It walks in rags while standing in the treasury of the Almighty. But the awakened one remembers. Gratitude is not an emotion, it is a decree of power, a magnetic law that multiplies whatever it touches. Every word of thanksgiving spoken in faith becomes a seed that blooms into golden manifestation. To give thanks before the harvest is to command the harvest to appear. Say aloud, I give thanks now for all that is mine by divine right, seen and unseen, known and unknown. When gratitude rises like a morning flame from your heart, the universe bows to serve you. Every force, every person, every circumstance is rearranged by that vibration. Gratitude is the tone of heaven. It speaks the language of completion. When you say, "Thank you, Father," you declare that the thing is already done. You speak from the end, and the end must become flesh. For the law cannot deny gratitude. It recognizes it as alignment, as truth, as the frequency of manifestation fulfilled. There is one habit that kings of spirit never neglect. They thank before they see, they praise before they possess, they bless before they touch. Gratitude is not reactive, it is creative. It does not wait for evidence, it creates evidence. The soul that gives thanks while in the desert commands the river to flow. The one who blesses the lack commands it to transform. The universe hears gratitude as authority. It hears complaint as confusion. When you complain, you decree lack. When you give thanks, you decree multiplication. Speak this now. Everything in my life is blessed. My money is blessed. My path is blessed. My opportunities are overflowing and divine. Gratitude turns shadow into light, delay into destiny, struggle into supply. It is the alchemy of the spirit. When you live in gratitude, fear dissolves, for the grateful soul cannot doubt. Gratitude and fear cannot dwell in the same chamber. One will cast the other out. Gratitude is the voice of faith made audible, the evidence of things not yet seen. The moment you thank God, the command is issued and the unseen goes to work. Angels of supply move in silence to fulfill your decree. Many pray, few command, many desire, few declare. But the soul that practices daily gratitude stands as the law itself, clothed in authority, radiant with remembrance. Each word of thanks is a hammer of light, breaking chains of limitation, building bridges of abundance. Gratitude is not merely feeling blessed. It is speaking as one who knows they are the blessing. Say aloud, I thank thee, infinite spirit, for the riches that are mine now, for the success that manifests through me now, for the divine money that rushes to me instantly and easily. When you speak this with power, your vibration changes, and so does your world. You begin to magnetize instead of chase. You begin to attract instead of ask. You move from pleading to proclaiming. Gratitude shifts you from the realm of need into the realm of command. For every thank you spoken in faith is a key that unlocks a gate of provision. Let your morning begin with gratitude. Let your night close in praise. Let your every thought hum with thanksgiving. Do not wait for conditions to change. Change the vibration, and the conditions must obey. For gratitude is not reaction, it is creation. Say this and remember it. Gratitude is my law, gratitude is my sword, gratitude is my wealth. And as you speak, the heavens record, your money is not your master, it is your messenger. It is not chaos, it is order in motion. It is not power itself, but power responding to command. Money is obedient energy, born of the same divine substance that forms light, sound, and life. It listens, it answers, it moves by decree. The only question is, whose decree does it obey? The soul that fears money commands it to flee. The soul that reveres money as divine substance commands it to multiply. For money is vibration, and vibration bows to authority. It is not wealth that rules man, it is consciousness that rules wealth. Say aloud, money, you are divine energy in form. You come to me swiftly, easily, and continuously. You serve my highest good. Every coin, every bill, every transaction is alive with intelligence. It carries the imprint of your belief. the signature of your frequency. You cannot deceive it, for it mirrors your inner tone. If you say, "I never have enough," money becomes the obedient servant of lack. If you say, "I am richly supplied in every way," it races to prove you right. It does not argue. It obeys. The universe is a mirror, and money is one of its most exact reflections. It multiplies only where it is honored as spirit in disguise. You were never meant to chase it. You were meant to command it, not as a tyrant, but as a creator. The beggar prays to money, the master speaks to it. Speak as the master now. I am the voice of divine order. Money hears my word and moves in perfect obedience. Feel the energy shift as you speak it, for you are not petitioning, you are directing. The infinite has placed within your tongue the power to summon and the power to seal. Every word you utter becomes a mold, and substance rushes to fill it. Money does not respond to effort, it responds to certainty. The vibration of I am carries more weight than 1,000 plans. You can labor and struggle and scheme, yet without alignment your hands will remain empty. But one word spoken in divine authority, one decree of faith, will open gates that toil could never unlock, for spirit answers to conviction, not confusion. And money, being spirit in visible form, obeys the law of faith. Say aloud, "Money serves me because I serve the divine. I am a channel of abundance, not a container. I circulate wealth with joy, and it returns to me multiplied. Every act of giving commands more to flow. Every word of faith releases new streams. To hold fear is to freeze energy. To bless money is to make it dance. Speak blessing over your bank account. Bless the bills in your hand. Bless the unseen flow rushing toward you now. Each blessing is a magnetic signal, a light that calls energy home. The law knows no delay, it waits only for your word. You must understand, money is not moral, money is obedient. It takes the shape of your consciousness. It amplifies what you believe about yourself. If you see yourself as struggling, it struggles with you. If you see yourself as prosperous, it runs to confirm your truth. Everything seen and unseen moves by vibration. The universe is not held together by matter, but by tone, by rhythm, by divine frequency. Heaven and earth trade not in coins or metals, but in energy, in consciousness, in the invisible substance that moves before form. Vibration is the true currency, and every thought, every word, every emotion you release is a transaction in the spiritual economy. The poor in vibration remain poor in experience, though surrounded by gold, but the rich in vibration walk through lack as kings, for their tone commands substance. Say aloud, "My vibration is divine, my frequency is wealth, I am tuned to the sound of abundance." You cannot fool the universe, for it measures not your speech but your tone. It does not hear your words of faith if they are whispered beneath the thunder of fear. The law is exact. As within, so without. You can only receive on the frequency you emit. The beggar and the billionaire dwell in the same world, but not in the same vibration. The beggar believes in lack, and his belief calls it home. The billionaire believes in flow, and his belief multiplies his realm. For vibration attracts its likeness as surely as a magnet draws metal. You do not chase what is yours, you align with it. Every time you think a thought, you spend spiritual currency. Every time you feel gratitude, you earn divine interest. Every time you fear, you withdraw from your own account. The invisible bank of the universe records vibration, not words, and pays you exactly in the coin of your tone. Change your vibration and your reality must obey. For the law of vibration is the first cause. It is the root of every form, the mold of every manifestation, the unseen blueprint of all that appears. Say aloud, "I raise my vibration now. I tune myself to divine order, divine wealth, divine success." The mind that complains lowers its frequency to chaos. The heart that praises rises to miracle. There are no locked doors in high vibration, only mirrors of grace. When you walk in gratitude, you walk in tune with heaven. When you walk in fear, you dissonate, and heaven waits for your return. To shift your vibration is to shift universes. It is to step from struggle to flow, from waiting to receiving, from asking to commanding. Every atom in creation vibrates with obedience. The chair beneath you, the air around you, the money in your wallet, all hum to the pitch of your belief. You cannot escape the music you create. If you sing scarcity, the universe echoes it faithfully. If you sing abundance, the universe swells in harmony. Your life is your song made visible. Therefore, tune your spirit daily. Tune it to joy, tune it to power, tune it to certainty. Say aloud, I am the sound of prosperity made flesh. I vibrate at the frequency of the fulfilled word. Heaven responds instantly to tone. Earth reshapes itself around the note of your conviction. When you speak from fear, nothing moves. When you speak from alignment, everything obeys. The moment your vibration matches your desire, manifestation becomes instant. There is no time delay in the divine, only discord between what you wish and what you believe. Do not beg the universe to bless you. Harmonize with blessing. Do not chase wealth. Embody its vibration. The rich in spirit magnetize without motion, for their energy speaks louder than their hands. You are not waiting for abundance to arrive. Abundance is waiting for your vibration to rise. Say aloud, I vibrate with infinite wealth. I am the living resonance of divine supply. Everything that belongs to my frequency appears now. This is the secret of heaven and earth, not striving, but tuning, not seeking, but remembering. The universe is music, and you are its conductor. Align your tone with the frequency of divine completion, and the symphony of prosperity will play through you without end. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was power, and the Word was law. Nothing exists that was not first spoken. Every mountain, every stream, every coin, every breath was once sound, the vibration of a decree. And still today that power lives in your mouth. Every word you speak writes itself into form. Every declaration carves reality out of invisible substance. The tongue is the chisel of creation. The word is not suggestion, it is command. It does not beg. It builds. It does not hope. It decrees. When you speak with divine authority, substance rushes to obey. For the word is the voice of God moving through you. Say aloud, my word is law. My word creates. My word commands substance to appear. You have spoken yourself into every circumstance you see. Your world is the echo of your declarations. You have called some things blessings, and they came running. You have called other things impossible, and they fled. The universe never denies a word, it fulfills it. The law is exact, precise, impartial. It mirrors your decree. If you say, I am poor, law replies, so be it. If you say, I am rich in divine supply, law answers, it is done. For the word and the law are one. They cannot be divided. Your tongue holds the key to kingdoms, yet man has used it like a toy, speaking idle words and birthing chaos. But the awakened soul knows that speech is sacred. To speak is to create, and to create is to command substance. The law does not hear emotion. It hears decree. Heaven does not respond to tears. It responds to truth spoken with conviction. The creative word is not soft. It is thunder wrapped in faith. It shapes the invisible and binds the visible. Say aloud, every word I speak is filled with power. Every word I release shapes my destiny. I speak life, wealth, joy, and divine success. Now, when you declare I am, you invoke the name of God. Whatever follows I am becomes flesh. Say I am strong, and strength rises from the unseen. Say I am favored, and angels of favor move before you. Say I am rich, and the universe arranges its channels to prove you right. Your word is law because you are the expression of the Word Himself. The divine speaks through you when you believe what you say. Idle words scatter energy. Intentional words command it. Speak not what you see, but what you desire to see. For your word precedes reality. It builds the road before your feet. To wait for proof before you declare is to live as a servant. To speak truth before it appears is to reign as a creator. The moment you speak in faith, creation begins to crystallize. You are not waiting on God. God is waiting on your word. Say aloud, by gratitude is the alchemy of the soul, the invisible power that transforms mere thought into substance. shadow into radiance, ideas into gold. The moment gratitude rises from your heart, invisible forces awaken. The divine mind recognizes your tone and begins to pour substance into your words. For gratitude is the highest frequency of creation. It is the golden key that unlocks every closed door, the sacred fire that refines lack into abundance. To thank before you see is to command matter to obey. To bless what seems unfinished is to complete it. Say aloud, I give thanks now, for every good and perfect gift already mine by divine right. When gratitude fills your consciousness, you become magnetic. The universe leans toward you, eager to multiply your joy. Whatever you praise increases, and whatever you complain about diminishes. Gratitude is not a reaction. It is a creative act. It is not the sigh of one who receives, it is the command of one who knows. To thank in advance is to declare that the promise is already fulfilled. To live in continual thanksgiving is to live in continual creation. Every thank you uttered in faith becomes a seed of gold that blooms in your world as prosperity, harmony, and beauty. The ungrateful soul delays its own harvest, for complaint is corrosion to the law of increase. The one who murmurs blocks his own supply. But the grateful heart stands open, a channel of divine circulation. When you give thanks for even the smallest good, you summon greater good to appear. Gratitude does not ask, where is my blessing? Gratitude proclaims, my blessing is already here. And the law rushes to confirm the tone. Say aloud, I thank the infinite spirit for divine wealth flowing freely through me now. I thank the law for my instant supply. I thank the unseen for making itself seen. Every thought of gratitude refines your vibration into gold. It transmutes fear into faith, waiting into fulfillment, want into overflow. Gratitude is the furnace of transformation. When you bless your money, your work, your body, your path, they shine. When you curse them with resentment or fear, they wither. The substance of your world reflects the tone of your heart. If you wish to live in gold, you must think in gold. And gratitude is the golden thought. The grateful one has entered heaven on earth, for they no longer seek proof, they live in knowing. They look upon an empty purse and call it full. They stand in delay and call it perfect timing. They see the seed and call it harvest. Gratitude reverses the curse of waiting. It makes every moment rich. You cannot be poor and grateful at once, for one state dissolves the other. Gratitude calls forth divine circulation. It keeps the river flowing. Say aloud, I thank thee, infinite presence, for the riches that pour into my life now, seen and unseen. I thank thee that all that is mine arrives in divine order and perfect rhythm. Let your life become a psalm of gratitude. Wake with it, walk with it, sleep with it. Let every breath say, thank you. The soul that thanks constantly is the soul that creates constantly. Gratitude is not soft. It is commanding, it is spiritual authority wrapped in praise. The universe must obey a thankful heart, for it recognizes its own reflection in that tone. Gratitude is the royal decree of abundance. It is the language of kings and queens of spirit who know their word is law. When you thank, you claim. When you praise, you possess. When you bless, you multiply. Gratitude turns thought into gold because it fuses your human word with divine vibration. It announces, I already have, and the universe, hearing truth, bends to deliver proof. Say aloud, everything I touch turns to good. Everything I think turns to gold. I live in gratitude, and gratitude lives in me. And it shall be so, for the soul that thanks before seeing commands creation itself, and the law cannot resist a heart that sings, it is done. There is no power outside you, no force greater than the one that breathes through you. You have wandered in circles seeking from the world what you were born to command. You have prayed to a distant heaven, not realizing heaven was speaking through your own voice. The moment you remember who you are, creation bows. The moment you recognize your true identity, lack dissolves, doors open, and supply flows like a river that had always been waiting for your permission to move. You are not a beggar in the kingdom. You are the kingdom itself unfolding in human form. You are not separate from the source. You are the source expressing as you say aloud, I am the source in expression. I am divine energy made visible. I am the word through which all things are supplied. The aligned identity is not a fantasy. It is the original truth, before fear, before conditioning, before the world taught you to chase shadows. You were the decree of the infinite. You were the word spoken in power. Everything in your life mirrors how clearly or dimly you remember this fact. When you forget, you slip into illusion, the illusion of need, of delay, of struggle. But when you remember, all illusions collapse, for the one who knows they are the source does not chase what they already contain, the one who knows they are. The light does not seek the sun. You were created as the channel through which divine substance flows into form. When you align with that truth, everything aligns with you. You stop asking, "When will my blessing come?" and begin to declare, "My blessing flows through me now." You stop praying from lack and begin creating from fullness. The universe rearranges itself around the vibration of the remembered soul. Say aloud, "I am aligned with divine law. I am the open gate of infinite supply. I am the source of all good in my world." Identity is the foundation of manifestation. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. You cannot affirm wealth while believing yourself to be poor in spirit. You cannot declare dominion while identifying as powerless. The law of the universe does not respond to words alone. It responds to consciousness. The moment you speak from your true identity, your words gain the weight of creation. You speak and it is done. You think and the unseen rushes to obey. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. You are not playing God, you are remembering you are His expression. The misaligned self struggles, doubts, fears, and begs. The aligned self speaks, commands, blesses, and creates. The misaligned self believes in separation. The aligned self lives in unity. To remember you are the source is to step back into your throne. It is to stop seeking approval from the mirror and begin shaping the reflection. You are not trying to get abundance, you are generating it. You are not praying for light, you are radiating it. Every situation in your life bends to the tone of your identity. Say aloud, "I no longer look outside myself for power. I am the fountain of good. I am the presence of wealth. I am the living channel of divine energy made flesh." The moment you accept this, the struggle ends, the waiting ends, the delays dissolve. You stop asking how and start declaring now. For the source does not wait, it flows. The source does not fear, it knows. The source does not seek, it supplies. When you think as the source, all creation becomes your servant. When you speak as the source, the universe rearranges itself to reflect your word. When you walk as the source, life itself recognizes your tone and opens before you. Say aloud, "I remember who I am one with the infinite. I am the source of abundance, the vessel of divine power, the living proof of God's limitless supply." And as you remember, everything forgotten returns. As you realign, everything missing reappears. For the truth is this: you were never empty, never separate, never small. You were, and are, and will forever be the source, eternal, abundant, unstoppable, divine.